Hey all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie and this is the Bookish Brew. We are starting a new reading vlog this week, so let's see what I plan on reading for the week. So right now I have, I've already started the second book in the Kane Brothers series. It's So Not Meant to Be by Megan Quinn. This one follows JP and Kelsey. I'm already about 150 pages in, and this is so good. If you have not picked up anything by Megan Quinn, I highly recommend. She is very, very funny, very, very relatable in her writing style. So I'm really excited to continue with this. And then that's what I'm reading right now. And then I am still reading A War of Two Queens by Jennifer L. Amatrout. That one is taking me quite a bit, and I feel like I need to have like a good solid time to sit down and really dive into the story. Once I get like a cadence with that, with her books, I feel like I just devour them. But because there's been so much time in between sets, like I'm struggling to get into the story. So I'm still reading that, but it's kind of a slow go. So I wanted to share a little bit of a book haul with you, of what I've picked up in the last few days. So I met with my mother-in-law yesterday, and we went and watched the movie It Ends With Us, by Colleen Hoover, and that was actually a really good movie, and I feel like they did a pretty good job relating it back to the book. And though there was a couple pieces in from the book that wasn't in the movie that I would have liked to have seen, but overall I feel like they did a really good job, and I'm interested to see if they do the second book, because I would really like to see on screen the story between Lily Bloom and Atlas. I feel like the connection there is really, really good. So while we met, we do a trade in books. So I give her some books from my shelves and she gives me some from hers. So we traded some, and she gave me quite a haul. So the first one is the Janet Ivankovich, Two for the Dough by, which is a Stephanie Plume series. And I listened to the first one, and I really felt like I needed to read them physically, and she has the whole set. So she is lending me this one, and so I plan to pick this one up and see if I enjoy it better reading physically. And then she gave me a bunch of books I've never heard of the authors from, but this is The Mixtape by Brittany Cherry. This, like I said, I know nothing about these, but they look really interesting. She said that I need to pick this one up first out of the set that she gave me. So they're not in a series or anything, but she said this one was really, really good. So this will probably be my next book I pick up this week, in this vlog. But she gave me this one, and then the next one was Roommate by Sarah Wilson, and then The Checklist by Addie Woolridge. And then she let me borrow her copy of the Happily Ever After playlist by Abby Jimenez. This is the second book in the Friend Zone series. This one follows Sloane after what happens in the first book. So if you haven't read, normally with these like Abby Jimenez series, this is one where you have to read Part of Your World first, or not Part of Your World, excuse me. You have to read the Friend Zone first, then this one, because if you read them out of order, then this one kind of spoils what happens in the first one. So I'm excited to pick this one up and see how this one goes. And then these were books that I picked up yesterday. So A Long Time Coming by Megan Quinn. This is the third book in the Kane Brothers series, and this one will follow the last brother, Breaker. So I'm really excited to get to this one. It is on my list. And then I picked up Lady of Darkness by Melissa K. Rorick. This is one that I have seen quite a bit on through TikTok and YouTube. So I'm really interested to see what the hype is on this series and if it's as good as they say. There's 5 books in this series, so I'm really curious on that. And then I picked up A Touch of Ruin and A Game of Retribution. This is the 3rd and 4th book in the Hades and Persephone series. This Touch of Ruin is in Persephone's point of view, and Game of Retribution is in Hades' perspective. And I am going to tandem read these. I found, and I can post it down in the description below, but I found a tandem read list on what order to read it in. So I'm curious to see if that changes my view of the series or not. The first one was really good, but I felt like that it was missing some of that depth. And then I picked up The Ever King by L.J. Andrews. Again, this is another one that has been talked about quite frequently. This is it's been referenced as like a Pirates of the Caribbean vibes, but kind of a dark fantasy type of style. So I'm really curious to see if I like it. I've not read anything by him. So we'll see how that goes. And then this one, I'm sure everybody's seen this one by now, but this is Quicksilver by Callie Hart. This one I'm very excited to pick up. I'm very curious what all the hype is about. The back of it says, "Do not touch the sword, do not turn the key, do not open the gate." So I am very excited to pick this one up. I've heard a lot of good things about it. And then picked up The Honeymooners by Christina Lauren. Oh, my book. It's got all scratched and dented in the front somehow. I heard a lot about this one as well, so I'm curious to pick this one up. Looks like it'd be kind of a quick read. So I've got that one. And then lastly, I picked up Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune. I've heard that this is a really, really good story. So I'm interested to see what the hype is on this one as well. So that is all the books that I hauled this week. Stay tuned. I will check in when I have more reading updates on my current read, Not So Meant to Be. And then we will get to my next read, which will be the mixtape by Brittany Cherry. So that is where I have right now. I will check in with you when I have more updates. Tuesday, everyone. I just want to give a quick reading update, and I got some book mail. So my reading update for you is that I am, I'm 339 pages into So Not Meant to Be by Megan Quinn, and I am just loving this book, and I'm just devouring it. The chemistry between JP and Kelsey is unmatched. I love the banter, and I love the slow burn, and I just love everything about it. So that's where I'm at. I probably will finish this today. And then I do have a arc I need to read this week. So I'll need to get started on that. And then I'll start the mixtape by Brittany Cherry. So that is my reading update for you right now. I thought we would open up this book mail. This thing is like really taped together, but I don't want to rip it. I'm worried about making it a mess. Ooh. Oh my gosh. They taped the heck out of this. And then they bubble wrapped it. I mean, it's good. I'm glad. Like, they're trying to protect it with holy macaronis, man. I mean, look at that. This tape job is something else. Oh. And then they shrink wrapped it. This reminds me of those gifts I used to get as a kid. Like, let's... Good land. This is not going to be this serious. Okay. Holy cow. So this is the Mindfuck series by St. Abbey. I've heard a lot of things about this series, and I really wanted to pick it up and check it out. But I wanted this cover. But this is kind of... worn. I mean, it's definitely used, so I can't really complain, but so I am interested to pick this up. It won't be for a while, but it has all 5 books in it, so that is the book mail that I opened today. I will check back in once I have more updates. Hey y'all, it is Wednesday, and I thought I'd give you a little bit of a reading update. I did finish Not So Meet Cute by Megan Quinn. I will say that the ending, it like all came together, resolved itself, it was good, but I did feel like this was kind of a long, this is like 450 pages. And I don't know that it necessarily needed to be that long. But I felt like the story was good. The plot was well thought out. I would have liked to have seen more context to JP's character in a different way. It just kind of felt kind of weird how his character was depicted. Like, there wasn't a lot of backstory to him. So I would have liked to see more of that. But I definitely loved the banter and the love and the slow burn between JP and Kelsey. Overall, I thought it was a really good book. I definitely liked the first one in this series better. But it definitely was really good. So I do plan on getting to the third one. It's called A Long Time Coming, which follows The Last Brother Breaker. So I'm interested to continue this. Next up that I'm going to start is The Mixtape by Brittany Cherry. Like I said before, I don't know much about this. This was a loan from my mother-in-law, so I'm interested to see how this one goes. This is on Kindle Unlimited, so is So Not Meant to Be. So if you have that, you can definitely pick these up there. I'm also have an arc that I need to get done, need to get a review on, that's due before beginning of September, so I need to get working on that read. and get a good chunk done on that. So this one might take me a little bit longer just because I'm going to start that arc. And then you'll see my final thoughts on the arc too. But so this is what I'm reading next physically. I have a lot to get done. We are leaving for the beach this weekend, so I have a lot of recordings to get done before I leave, and a lot of stuff to get done around the house, get us packed, ready to go. I'm kind of doing this like last minute ditch pack thing because with my kids it's just never good. So today I need to get going on laundry, get stuff folded, put stuff in bags for our trip. I've already got stuff for food planned, so I'm working on our pack of trip. Tomorrow I probably will start working on like cleaning the house so it's clean before we leave, and it's not something that I have to do when I get home. So that's kind of the plan for today and tomorrow. And then we'll kind of see where I'm at in my reading and if I can get to another read in this vlog before I finish it up. But that is the plan. So I will check back in once I've gotten into this. And I probably will check in when I'm at about 100 pages into this and give you an update. And then I will give you some thoughts on the arc that I am starting as well. So that is all I have for you right now. I will check in as soon as I have more updates. To give you guys a reading update. I have not checked in a few days. It is already Wednesday of the following week. I spent the last several days traveling with my family. We went to the Oregon coast and spent some great quality time together, so did not get a lot of reading done. I did start Things We Hide from the Light by Lucy Score. I am about 246 pages in. This is the second one in the Knock Me Out series. It follows Nash and Lena. Nash is the chief of police in the Knock Me Out town, and Lena is an old family friend to the Morgan family, best friends with Knox. Her and Knox briefly dated for a time. She comes back into town just after Nash gets shot in the last book, and she's there investigating some information. I don't want to give away any spoilers on this book, so there's some things that Nash and Lena are both hiding, and as the story progresses, it comes out what their big secrets are and how they deal with them. So this is actually a pretty good book. Like I said, I'm about 46 pages in, almost halfway through it. I am still reading the mixtape by Brittany Cherry. I have not made it very far. I'm only like 4 pages in, still in the prologue. But I will continue to read this one as well. But right now, that is where I'm at in my reading right now. I did start an arc called Milo by E.L. Lewis, and I got about 30% in, and I'm not sure how I'm liking that one. So I've kind of put it down for now. So that is my reading updates. I hope to get this reading vlog posted soon. I probably will, as soon as I finish the Things We Hide from the Light, I will then complete out this vlog and start my next one. That's the updates I have for now. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will check you in with my next updates. Hey y'all, I checking back in. I got my book of the month book box. I got it from the mailbox. So let's see if we can open this sucker. I remember one of the books I got. Where's my... Alright. I don't know where that is. Alright. Oh yeah. Here's my bookmark. So the first one I got was Phantasm by Kaylee Smith. This looks like a real good book. This is, I can't remember. This is like a fantasy mystery. It says when Ophelia discovers her mother brutally murdered, there is no time to grieve. She has inherited the family's fearsome magic and enormous debt. Circumstances go from dire to deadly, however, when Ophelia's sister decides to pay off the loan by entering Phantasma, a competition where contests really escape alive and the victors granted a single wish. So it's kind of like a Game of Thrones vibe. I picked this really because I really like the cover of it. I think it's really pretty. So that was my first one, and then I got a second one. I finally picked up The Women by Kristen Hanna, and this is during the Vietnam War. I've heard wonderful things about this book, and I cannot wait to read it. It is on my list to get read in 2024 for sure. I've always loved Kristen Hanna books, and so I can't wait to pick this one up. So that is the next book one of the books that I will pick up in 2024 for sure. So that is my little book unboxing. I will check back in when I have more updates. right, final update for everyone on The Things We Hide from the Light by Lucy Score. I just finished this. This book took me forever, it seems like. My final thoughts. I feel like this book was really good. I'm not sure if I like it better than the first one or I don't. It's kind of same. But I did like Nash in this book, and Lena. I felt like Nash went through some pretty extreme situations that he had to get over, and kind of find himself through it. I did think that Lena, her character development was okay. I didn't feel like there was a lot. It was more Nash than her in the story. But I definitely thought it was a cute story. I loved how the author wrapped it up at the end. And then finding the missing link to the person that shot Nash. Overall, I thought it was really good. I am curious to pick up the third one. The third one is following Sloane and Lucian, which is like the third brother in the story, though he's not a true Morgan. He is somebody that grew up with the brothers since a very early age. So I'm curious about that. I would like to see more of the dad through the book, or another book for him in his story and him overcoming grief from his wife. But overall, I thought it was a really good book. So that is a wrap up on this reading vlog for this week. If you made it this far, give me a flower emoji. Tell me what you liked, didn't like on the books that we covered in this vlog. Please like, subscribe, follow me on TikTok and Instagram. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you in my next one.